one, two vulnerabilities, I think.
Yeah, I'm telling.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
So,
Thank you.
Bakula, I'm working on the XML transform CV fixes. So, I found 3 vulnerable transitive dependency, which is Pebble, and next one in Netty code HTTP and Netty handler. So here we can see the existing version is showing for Pebble is 3.2.1 and for Netty codec HTTP2 is 4.1.92 and similarly for handler also 4.1.92. So the like recommended version is for this one is for handler it is 4.1.118.
Okay.
And for native codec HTTP2 it is 4.1.124 and for this one is Pebble. For Pebble they have directly mentioned like vulnerability exists in a version which is less than equal to 3.2.3, so we can take 3.2.4 which is greater than this. So there are two approach since it's a transitive dependencies which is coming from this one Gatling chart high charts. So Gatling charts high charts again it's coming from the version is the Gatling version. The Gatling version is given as a project version which is 3.9.5. So there are two ways what we can opt. Either we can add the dependencies explicitly, all these vulnerable dependencies with the recommended version, and the second approach is like that we can update this one Gatling chart high charts.
Yeah, I would think that Gatling charts, high charts, updating that is the right approach.
Yeah, so
you to figure out what version for Gatling charts, high chart you'd want to use so that all these vulnerabilities are automatically
So I already
resolved.
figured out the recent release is that 3.14.6. This one is the recent one. So I have one question about that. So where we need to update in line number like here it's coming from project version. So project version is showing as 3.9.5. So if I will update it line number 8. So then it will change all the project versions. So can I update it here itself, like line number 14, the Gatling version?
Okay, so the 3.9.5, if you update, then what do you mean that if you update it on line number 8, what else will be updated?
So basically, Bakul, here, if you see here, this is the pub test pom.xml, right? The Gatling Maven plugin demo is the artifact version, right? So if you are updating this version, automatically that line number 6 artifacts get updated, right? So that is required, right? Only because we are required to update here just Gatling version, not that Gatling Maven plugin demo scanner.
Okay.
So that may impact on this version. So I think it's better to have to define some separate property and we'll use that one, or just we need to use this Gatling version here. Update the Gatling version.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I think let's go ahead with your recommended approach, whatever you feel is
recommended to focus on this only because we don't want to be in a trouble to update this. Maybe smoother way to have the fixation, because anyway in the last out what was the result, we need to update the updated Gatling version, not the other versions.
Okay. So update this and create a PR, and we can get it reviewed in the PR level if there is a recommendation or anybody sees any risks with wanting to update it in a different way.
Okay, so I can update directly here in line number 14 Gatling version, right?
Yeah, let's update it over here, create the PR, and then we can get it reviewed at the PR level to see if there's any. It seems fine to me, but let's just get it on a PR so that we can ask others to take a look at it as well.
Okay, so after updating it, the current version for Pebble will come as 3.2.4, and for Handler it will come as 4.2.6, and recommended one is this 4.1.118. So it's greater than this. Is this fine?
Okay. Yeah, this is fine.
Okay. So one blocker is also there, Bakul. The blocker is that build is getting successful, but without test cases. I am skipping the test cases, and build is getting fail when I am taking the test cases, even before and after my recent changes.
Have you taken the latest pull?
Yeah, latest pull I took. After that, without my changes also, with if I am using the test cases, then a build is getting failed.
Okay, because I know that you were working on Netfile, right? Or who had that? I forget if it was Hema or you
Hema,
who
I
had
think.
that. Okay, and I checked with the team internally over here on those test cases being failed, and they mentioned that they had fixed those test cases, and it's just a matter of updating the build. So you've taken the latest pull, and the build is still failing on the test cases.
Yeah, yesterday I took latest pull.
Okay, yeah, this hasn't had any changes after that. In fact, the last changes on XML would likely have been just the IDPS version upgrade from this team. Like, I don't think there's anything else which could have happened over here. Can you share like what is the test case failure? Like, what exactly is it posted on the channel, and then we can have somebody take a
Yeah,
look
it's
at
a
it.
test failure. Like the reason is that Mockito can't read Java 21 bytecode from Intuit library. Intuit library somewhere using Java 21. So Mockito can't read that.
So in that case, we need to update the Mockito version as well then.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
is one
but
approach.
I'm wondering like, how come this worked before the Java 21. So who were updated the IDPS SDK version?
Yeah, I'm bakul.
Okay, and at that time the issue was happening or not?
No, bakul. At the time, it's Java version is 11.
Currently,
Okay,
it's
so
also available.
Java 21 for XML transform. I think did we pick up the 21 for XML transform, or was it a team here in Toronto who did the 21 upgrade?
So I think we are not did that 21.
21. Okay,
Upgrade.
yeah, let's go ahead and pick up this is in this case, like if you're blocked with that, you'd have to ideally fix the Mockito for 21 as well, and I hope that that's something which we shouldn't be that much involved, but I will check with the team on how come they merged this PR here without building and realizing that
Yes, stuff fail, right? PR will get fail.
yeah, so I'm still confused because when the PR for the 21 upgrade was merged in, at that time the PR build successfully passed, and that is why it was merged in. So something else caused this to break, but I do not know what. I can check with the team just to understand.
So till then, she'll not be raised the PR then.
Yeah, makes sense because your PR wouldn't work in the first place till then.
Okay, so for now, we'll wait for your confirmation to proceed further.
Okay, so that's it for mine.
Okay, thank. Just make a note, Arya. What are the things you need to do? Okay, and do accordingly.
Okay, sure.
Hema.